Sniffly.
You jumped the gun on that. Say it again.
Oh, hello.
There
You
we
told
go.
me you did the countdown.
I know. My bad. What's happening, everybody? Hope you guys are having a good night. Holy shit.
What's up, bitches?
We're all recovering.
Ow. My voice still isn't back yet. I must have talked a lot on
Hey,
Sunday.
guys. You're having a good night. Holy shit. It's Wednesday.
Just thought of an F.
It's the fastest week ever. Fastest, longest
So I
week
just
ever.
feel like the week started yesterday. Oh, wait, because it did for us.
Yeah. And?
I'm glad that it's Thursday tomorrow, but I still have so much work to do.
I know. That's how I feel. Anytime you take a Monday off, take a Friday off. You're going to take a day off, take a Friday off. Welcome to The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg.
Just
I am
is
Greg.
on.
That is Beth.
Ruben, Craig.
Super fast week, right?
I'm
It's all
angry.
good, though. JJ, what's going on,
JJ.
guys? Fucking, it's one of those weeks. We got some fun shit to talk about, though. Weird shit. We're going to do an Austin
Why is
recap
it so
here.
hot when I get up here? Which I don't
Can't turn on
understand
the
why.
fan yet. It's not
Is
quite
it because the stairs and I'm coughing?
Probably the coughing part.
So again, it's going to be one of those nights where I clear my throat a lot, guys. Sorry.
Just do it off. There you go. It's all right. Allergies here in Texas are kicking the living shit
but
out
here's
of
the
both
thing.
of us.
Cedar's ridiculous low.
There's something else going on. My eyes have been like a mess for the couple days.
Yeah.
So.
So I'm glad you're. But I think I'd rather have my eyes bother them than my
No.
respiratory.
No, because it sucks because it feels like you have sand in your eyes.
Yeah, but you keep telling me to stop clearing my throat. That's really annoying too. Not me, you telling me to quit clearing my throat. I'm like,
Just quit clearing your fucking throat.
I
Would be
can't help
fine.
it.
All
When
good.
you feel like you're drowning, you have to do something.
I don't know. I'm never drinking again though.
Oh,
That weekend, this weekend. Javon, what's happening?
Listen to me.
So we're gonna jump into this shit real quick. Go check us out on The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg out on the Instagram, the iTunes, the Facebooks, and all the bullshit. You can check it out. We got a link tree. I post out on a regular basis. You can find all of our stuff. So go out there, do us a favor, give us a little review if you don't mind, if you haven't already. But like I said, I'm never drinking again. So,
Jessica said, Greg, you weren't listening to anyone.
dude, I get into a mood sometimes.
Get into a mood. No, the mood was caused because you and Bill started drinking at 10 on Sunday morning. And I told you.
Fucking Bill's he's a terrible influence.
I told you, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't even know if you're sober up from last night yet. And
well, let's give it down. We can't jump ahead that far.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So then we're going to start with
Yours
Saturday.
definitely doesn't count as drinking, but this is what's going in this little koozie. We'll do a little free advertising. But this is the type of beer I need to stick to.
Yeah. Yep.
So Saturday night, sorry.
It felt like a Friday.
It was awesome though.
It was fun.
Dude, yeah, if you can ever make it down, and if you missed it, we'll do another
Sure
something or
will come
other.
up.
Right. I got at least 10 fuck yous on Sunday. Sorry. Fuck you, Jess. Fuck you. You know what?
Yeah,
so
that's his
go to.
yeah.
But the funny part is, Beth, there's this thing with me. It's like if I don't give you shit, I don't like you.
Yeah.
And that's kind
Very
of a
true.
thing with me. And that's like historically been a thing with me rather. So yeah, Jess, it was awesome to see you. We got to see so many cool people that
we knew, but we didn't.
Yeah, you haven't met yet.
We knew them, but we hadn't met them in person yet.
Right. And I kind of threw it out there on the Saturday night show. It's kind of like we just picked up
like we have been knowing each other.
where you just
There was no weird, quiet. Davey walked in. It was like, can you believe that? So that was the end.
He was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the most energy of any human being I've ever seen in my
Oh my
entire
gosh.
life.
Seriously.
He got us the UFC fights somehow. I don't know how.
Yep.
He knows a person, evidently.
And then connected it to the TV so we could all watch the UFC fights.
That was fucking rad. So got that, Hunter. Want to shout out to Hunter real quick. She gave us the Drinkin' Bro of the Week.
Yeah, that was cool.
On the Drinkin' Bro podcast. And that was that's another story for a minute here in a couple of minutes.
So Saturday night was, well, especially for me, because like I mentioned before, the ride to Austin, being hungover and bumper to bumper traffic, did not do anything for my motion sickness. So the ride down there wasn't fun, which then proceeded to make me very cautious.
Yeah. You were cautiously
I drank.
drinking.
I think I only drank like 2 glasses of wine.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Did you have a shot of whiskey at all?
I did have one shot of whiskey.
One shot of whiskey. Okay.
But they were so far and
a
few
bottle
between,
of whiskey from Colorado,
which we're going to do tomorrow, right?
We're gonna do. It's
right at the top.
It's up at the top.
And it was good hot, so I'm interested to see how it tastes.
Chilled. Yeah. It's Colorado. Yeah. No. He was
and then somebody
rad.
brought, where's the peanut butter
I love that
one?
guy. Peanut butter.
Oh, yep.
Is
Screwball right there.
Screwball. That was shit. Who brought that one? I don't remember.
I honestly don't remember.
Can't remember. No. What was his name? He was on the show. God damn it. He was on. He's on Accountable.
Cooper.
Coop. Yeah, Coop brought that. So I have never had that. You had one of those too, huh?
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah.
Yeah, you had more than you think you had. Coop. Yep. Jess.
I took a sip of that. Did a shot of that. That's what it was. Because Davey poured some in his silver glass, and I just tasted it. And it was good. That's why I'm interested to see how it's going to taste chilled. Event. I did a shot of Screwball.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nonetheless, it was a great time. I was so happy to see and like meet everybody, and we just fucking chilled, and it was rad as fuck, man.
Yeah. They'll make dinner for all of us.
Yeah. Like, think about it. It was just everybody just kind of hung out. Like, people showed up that we weren't expecting. Like I said, Hunter and her friend showed up. I can't remember her friend's name.
Her friend didn't come to the house.
I thought you said she did.
No, she didn't. She was at Sunday's show.
Oh, that was just Sunday.
Right.
I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was time traveling.
Megan, Charlie.
Yep. Charlie.
Holly, Jessica. I'm going for the girls first.
Okay.
And then Cooper,
Rob,
and Robbie.
Yep.
And Davey, and Jake.
Jake was there. Yep.
Yeah.
Jake from Waking Jake. Yep. So
I think that was it.
It
right?
was rad.
It was fun. We had a good time.
Lloyd, what's going on, dude?
Oh, Lloyd was there.
That's right. God damn it, Lloyd.
So, can we jump to Saturday now?
Yeah, we can jump into Saturday.
So you did start drinking at 10 a.m.
Yep.
Even though the girls were like, "Well, is this a good idea?" You're like, whatever. And I was like, seriously, you're going to be drunk before the.
We knew Bill was there.
Before the. Oh yeah, Bill. Before the football game even starts, you were like, nah. Okay, well, guess what happened?
So
Greg was trashed.
No, stop it. We haven't even gotten to that point yet.
Before the football game, you were trashed.
Let's not get to that
There's
point.
no evading it.
No, we did it. So Bill's going to have a Nooner Nation show coming out tomorrow night.
Yep.
That we did
the premiere
from the. He's going to have a premiere because he's not going to be allowed to go on live because his wife will fucking murder him.
It's not that he wants to spend time with his family.
That we had several people on from there. That was awesome.
All the girls were on.
All the girls that were in the house. Yep. So that was from the same place,
right?
And
different
scenery,
different
scenery
from the same
for
place.
that one. So it was fun. But yeah, we had a couple beers in the morning and got over there, and then proceeded.
We went to eat lunch.
Yep. Yeah, we had pizza.
The pizza's amazeballs, by the
way. And then proceeded to hit the Hard AF Tub O beer.
When you say we.
You didn't have any? You had some of mine. And you had your own.
You got me one the same time you got one, and then somebody knocked it out of my hands and spilt all of it. I was like, well,
what's going on, dude?
That's that. You had them more frequently than I did. I think I had a total of 3 spread out over the night. I was by halftime, I really monitored myself until the game started. By halftime, I had a good buzz. I wasn't drunk. I had a good buzz. End of the game, a little heavier of a buzz, but then we went to that other bar and
that's hell just all hell for you personally.
Well, I almost lost my wallet.
Yep, you lost my sunglasses.
Lost your sunglasses
that I've had for 3 years.
Lost my Kleenex, my cute little pack of Kleenexes. Oh. Luckily, somebody was nice enough to find my wallet on the floor.
Gave it to
the bartender. Dude, talk about panic mode. When I went to go find it, I was like, where the fuck?
Somebody walked up to me. I like everything pieces together back after, and somebody's like, Beth lost her wallet. And I was like, and? I'm like, what do you, I don't know what to do about that. I'm like, I'm barely breathing at this point. Like,
there was a shot.
I'm of no help at this.
I know somebody bought a round of shots for all of us because there was a bunch of us there. No idea who bought that shot. Or
I may have Lloyd.
Or what it was.
He said, did Greg knock
I think it was Lloyd. I think you're probably right. I was trying to be nice. But yeah, it was you. And I was like, really? You knocked my first the hard AF that fell.
Oh, on accident?
You knocked it down. Yeah, you did something. You turned, your elbow got me or something. But your proximity was already off by that.
So yeah, so It was funny because I finally went back because I've been having like buyer's remorse on like watching the episode, the Drinking Bros episode, because I was like, fuck, I went on stage and I'm like, how big of an asshole did I make out of
I
myself?
think you made yourself.
No, I know, but you always have those. Is there a
yeah.
moment of regret after
Did I do something
drinking?
stupid?
Did I do something stupid and I watched
That
it?
I
and
now
was
have to live
like,
down.
It wasn't that bad, right?
Yeah.
But Austin Talley was down at the other end, who is the owner of Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, right?
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's exactly the moment when he said he's getting shut up.
No, it
So
wasn't
was
that
to
moment.
me
It was a little
until
bit
you
later.
But you just told me that.
It was a little
tonight.
bit later, and the bouncer wanted to kick you out. The bouncer wanted to 86 you. And
Austin actually
Austin
saved my
said,
ass.
you know what? We'll just cut him off. He's here with a bunch of people. He's a big part of this group. So
That's very nice of him.
it was very nice of him.
And I sat
He
there
just
and
cut you off,
drank
drank
water for 4 hours.
Well, 2.
How long was the game?
I don't usually 2 hours a football game, isn't it?
No, it was like 4 hours, man.
I don't know. Anyways, I just know it was the
It was fucking fun.
.
We had a great time hanging out with
We did.
everybody and just fucking.
However,
When you get to spend a couple of days hanging out, that's
it's fun.
different.
Yeah.
Than just being like, oh, we're just going out for a couple of nights.
Yeah, or
You know
just
what I
a
mean?
couple hours.
Or a couple hours. Or I'm sorry, a couple hours. Yeah.
So by the time we left the second bar, I'm pretty sure me, you, Jess, and Bill were tanked.
Oh yeah.
And so we're
I
walking
was
home.
re-tanked.
Yes, true. You would manned
I'd
up.
replenished.
You would manned up. But we're walking to the house, and Austin, for some reason, the streets slope off, and I had already tweaked my ankle last weekend, trying to bust a move, and I stepped off wrong and
And
literally
the curb was like 14 inches deep, I remember.
literally just rolled my ankle so bad I fell to
And
the
then I
fucking
almost
ground.
did the exact.
You almost
trying
did the
to grab
exact
you.
same thing. Yeah,
You're like,
because
"Watch
it's so
out."
uneven there.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize how bad it was until Monday morning when I was like, huh, this is really, really swollen and hurts a bit.
I
But
said
then
10 feet from the house. Exactly.
yeah, literally 10 feet from the house. And then proceeded to order $100 worth of Wendy's
So
Uber
we tried
delivery.
to figure this thing out.
No idea what I
And
did.
she goes, I think I ordered a bunch of meals and then like 10 extra fries. And there were so many chicken nuggets in the bag the next morning. I was like, what in the fuck? Because they're not McDonald's. They're just nuggies from
They were
Wendy's.
good.
They were good. But I was like, why in
But-
the fuck do we have this much leftovers?
Because I know Bill wanted nuggets, and I think it was only 6
You're just like,
nuggets.
extra.
6 nuggets to a thing. So I got 2 of those. I didn't realize every meal came with French fries. So then I ordered 4 other French fries. I have no
Thank you
idea.
for feeding us.
I have no
by the
idea
way.
what kind of burgers I got you. And all I know is I hate everything. And I ate that burger like it was the last meal. And it had mayo.
Do we? Yeah, we
had
had
mayo.
pizza.
I don't think it had veggies. I think I left it, but I just scarfed it like I had not eaten in
Mine
3
had
weeks.
barbecue sauce on it.
Yeah, and onion rings, I think.
What the fuck is that about?
I have no idea. I mean, we should go back and look at the order and see what it is I ordered.
It was a great time. So you go back and you
But it was, granted, I was shit-faced, but it was pretty good for being.
Beth literally
food.
earlier goes, you know how you have a good time? It's like, I didn't watch any, she says this, I
Yeah.
didn't watch any of the football games
Commercials.
or commercials.
I
halftime, that's what
watched
it
the
was,
Super
halftime
Bowl
show.
for the halftime and the commercials. And after the Jurassic Park, which blew my mind, I have no idea what the other commercials were.
I didn't.
So they could even be playing now, and I would have. I think
I saw the halftime show, but I don't remember seeing the commercials either.
I didn't watch the commercials, and apparently there was some good advertisement for movies and shows, like Lord of the Rings. Somebody said that was advertised on the new series that's going to be on Amazon.
Okay.
But here's what I don't get: why advertise it now in February if it doesn't even roll out till fucking September?
Because it's the Super Bowl. It's the biggest goddamn.
I don't
thing
care.
in
That's a
life.
fucking tease.
I don't know. We're reading
My
notes.
t-shirt
Sorry.
contest, scissoring. Yeah, you
None of
wish,
that happened.
Ruben. We were
None of
very
that
well behaved. Here's the reason why. It was a duplex, and there was a nice woman and her son sitting on the other side of the duplex, and we know this because we went to the wrong side first and almost broke into their house.
She
So,
let us in. though.
Yeah, she did let us in after she was like, "Who the fuck's messing with the door lock?"
Yep.
So I think we tried to be somewhat respectful. We kept
Yeah,
the
we
doors
did.
closed. We kept most of the noise to
Yeah,
the front of the house.
that was good.
So
It was awesome.
um,
That was Drinking Bros.
and
That
I
was
want
a
to know
Nooner
why
Nation.
he
That
says
was a
what t-shirt
bars open.
contest, scissoring. Why are there no
Closet
like
orgy.
what's it? Well, I guess
Semi.
there aren't. I know, but I guess there aren't a lot of sexy things men could do, like a
No.
t-shirt contest or
Nah.
scissoring. Because I don't really want to see two guys scissoring.
I don't think that's a thing.
I think it would hurt.
Maybe it is
I
a
don't
thing.
know.
I don't fucking know, but it's not a thing with any of my friends. So,
Hmm.
hey, you guys do you.
But yeah, Ruben wishes.
So that was our
We're
wrap
much better
up.
behaved
It was
than that
awesome. So
sometimes.
again, tomorrow night, Nooner Nation. I think he's going to be releasing it at the same time. I
I think so. I think
I
it's.
still have to send him the show.
I think. Oh,
So
shit, babe.
I've got the show, but
you
he'll
better
have
do
it.
that tonight.
Yeah, I've got it. I had to Dropbox it and create all this shit. So it's all good. Lloyd said he can't say that he stuck around for any of that, dude. We had a good time though. It was fun.
Lloyd was around for enough of it, but there was none of that. That's why he
real
needs to
quick.
go.
This is how you can tell you're hammered. So hang on one second. I'm going to blow this up. And I call this Greg's eyes image. When I went back and looked at my phone, I was like, dear God, it's very sunny
I
there.
told you that I can always tell by your eyes, and you think I'm full of shit. But when your eyes are looking at me, but they're not really focusing on me, I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go.
When I was like going that way, when I was just squinting, I think the sun was just in my eyes. I think you already lost my sunglasses.
I had not already lost your sunglasses. You put them already in my purse by this point. They didn't get lost till like 11:30.
Yeah, midnight. Whatever. It was fun as shit. So
It was worth getting lost.
let's get into the stories for tonight. Let's get back on track. The regular show. You ready to do this?
Oh, here's what I will say though.
Okay.
One more thing. I got my hair done. Holly did my hair, so I looked all fancy. Here's what I learned.
She did. That's
Here's what I learned. I'm not a normal girl.
Why is
They
that?
were doing their makeup, and they
And
like.
you're like, you put lipstick on.
And I
and
was
whatever?
like, I brushed my hair and I put lip gloss on, and that's when Holly was like, "Do you want me to do your hair?" I was like, "Yes, please." But I watched them put their makeup on, and I felt like I was a 3-year-old watching like
that's
miracles of life happen with this makeup shit. And like Holly was doing her eyeshadow, I was like, "Good gravy! How many shades of shadow do you put on that lid?" She's like, "Oh, girl." She proceeded to tell me the whole thing. I was like, "In one ear,
It's a lot
not
of
the other." That's why they're
Exactly,
pretty good.
Greg.
They're pretty girls, anyways. And then they, her and Jessica take it up 10 levels when they get all their fancy shading and eyeshadow and eyebrow. I was like, "Oof, oof."
It's a lot of work.
Have I ever been that girl?
Only when we have to go like holiday parties
And weddings.
like in weddings or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I started thinking, I think too, though, is because with my lashes, I can't wash them. Like when you wear makeup, you have to wash your eyes pretty well. And I can't do that with the lashes because they'll fall off.
Oh.
So maybe that's why I don't wear makeup. That's what we're going to blame
That's
it
why
on.
you get those fake ones and you just glue
I already
them to
got
your
some.
eyes.
The one I got were magnets. But then I also got Latisse. So it'll make my eyelashes grow on their own.
Do you know who this is? It's coming up here in a second. This is mutant superhuman with
Fair
crumpled
day.
chest. With a crumpled chest, has a body that survives a car crash.
Wait, is he
at
real?
speed. No.
Oh.
This is what it would look like if you were a human
Okay.
that could survive a car crash.
You would look. Can you move the picture up a little bit?
This is the picture.
Don't move it
Oops.
up though. Like
Try.
I can only see his butt. Like,
That's it.
oh, okay. So it doesn't go past like that second.
Oh, you know what? I didn't send that one to myself, but nonetheless, I'll post
Okay,
it out.
so he's not a real person, and
No, this
he
is a fake
survived
person.
because of what? His chest.
I'm gonna go through that. Right. So, with no neck, recessed eyes, and and nose. So his nose is pressed in, his eyes are pushed in.
Right.
Crumple zones in his skull, and airbags between each rib. Graham is what humans would need to look like to survive a collision at speed.
What is speed?
It doesn't say.
Collision at speed. 55? Are they?
Let's say 55, 60. A team including doctors, artists, and car crash specialists collaborated to design a mutant superhuman called Graham. The only human who could survive a car crash at speed. It goes back to that. With no neck. I already went through all that shit. Created to highlight the fragility. Oh, I've got to send this picture. Hang on a second. Give me 2 seconds. And you have to see this one. It'll take me 2 seconds to send it. I thought I had, but I didn't. So, Greg. Because it
Just give
shows
me
the
2.
whole frame of this guy.
I think I'd rather die in a crash than look like that. But I guess if we all look like that, we wouldn't look weird.
I think that's the thing, right? If we all look like that,
then we all look the same.
Then
What's that picture?
that's the one I'm going to post here in just a second. I'm just waiting for it to come through.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to look like that.
There we go. Okay. Stand by for 2 seconds. This gives you, I mean, he's kind of built. He's got some big arms. Let's say Graham.
I feel like he might survive a crash.
Too.
He wouldn't be able to do much else.
Give a lot of head.
He's got a lot of head.
Got a big head. All right, hang on. I'll show you guys this. It's fucking hilarious. I don't know what's happening
What
down
is
there.
that noise?
My dog.
And why am I worried about what they're getting into?
Graham too. All right. Hang on 1 second. It's coming up. It's probably gonna be gigantic on my shit here too.
Where are his ears? Oh, they're in there. They're just very small. That's not to be
All right, there we go.
involved.
So there's Graham too. There he goes.
So his arms look normal. But his whole torso is
Yep, that's not me cropping. That's just the way it goes, right? He's got airbags built into
his lungs.
his
That's what those
ribs.
puppy things are.
So that's how we would have to be. You'd have to have airbags. His nipples are real. His little pectorals there. They look kind of strange.
Because he's got airbags everywhere. I'm okay. I'm okay with the way I am. Guy's totally ripped.
Yeah. Despite his unsettling realistic appearance, Graham isn't some sort of cyborg or mutant. He's just from a sci-fi feature film. He is a sculpture created by an unlikely collaboration of artists.
DJ says I'm a scrawny dude and walked away from some gnarly wrecks. Fuck Graham.
Right?
I think I'd rather take my chances.
I don't know.
And not wreck.
But I mean, would you go this way and you're just like, I can drive 1,000 miles an hour and my head will, because basically you're building in like the Hans device.
Whiplash.
The Hans device is the thing that keeps your head from snapping forward.
Well, why would you build it in if you could just put it on?
You're just building it into your
I'd rather
little
just put
ear
it on.
holes and stuff.
I'd rather anything
I
you
saw
can put
this
on.
and I was like, come on, this is rad.
Nope.
He is ripped.
He's not ripped. Those are
He's got
airbags.
dad bod though, like from the airbags down.
Is his belly button weird? Or is that just shaded?
I think that's like a love trail.
Oh.
What's that what you call them? Pleasure trail?
It's a party trail.
Something like that. So this is how,
Dale Earnhardt if he survived.
This is this is the compression that happens. Sorry, Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, thanks for teaching us things.
That was the first race I ever watched in my entire life. Dale Earnhardt died, and his son won. How fucked up is that?
Sweet, right?
Anyway, maybe laser hair removal, Lloyd. I mean, you know a little bit about that, so I'll have to defer to you.
Utters.
All right, we got to get into a couple.
Jessica said, "Why didn't they at least give him a tan?" I mean, that might have helped a little bit.
He looks very squiddish.
He looks like he's kind of a breed of different aliens.
He's like a different human.
Yeah,
that's how he would be. Maybe that's what we look like when AI and Elon fails at doing the self-driving car. We're still like, fuck this. We need to go 1,000 miles an hour.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
That means some people would have to survive that. It's kind of like Pinkies.
Well, and how I mean, was he genetically made or did they alter his existing body? Because if they have to alter an existing body, think about all that pain. That seems like a really tough transformation.
What are the kids called? What's it called when you, I can't think of it. When you do like, it's like Gattaca kind of shit, right? Where they can specifically change your genomes and stuff like that. But you can
there was a book
do
I
that
had to
to
read in
your
high school for that
kids,
too.
right?
Right. Don't play God. It's not a good thing. Bad shit happens.
If that's what playing God looks like, pass. What we got next? Oh, this is where we get in some fun shit.
Yeah, so Earnhardt Jr. didn't win that time.
Oh, I thought he did.
He came second or third. He won the 400.
So I thought he was
Pepsi
blocking
400.
he was blocking for him.
No, he Pepsi 400. He might have been blocking for him, but he didn't win.
Yeah, because then he get blocked and he went straight in the wall. That's all I remember. That one sucked.
It was sad.
Very, very sad. All right, so I've got
Buddy.
two doll stories.
Okay.
Let me find the first one. What do you do if you walk up and nope, wrong one, damn it. you walk up and you find this on the side of the road. It's coming up. This is in Malaysia, right? And people are like, oh shit.
You call 911?
911.
Joke in your town.
So people thought this was a dead body. It absolutely looks like a dead body.
Yeah, I would.
And you're in Malaysia, you're like, that's definitely a dead body.
I definitely would have said it's a dead body.
Police in Malaysia said a reported body wrapped in a plastic sheet behind a motorcycle shop.
Sheet? It's a plastic like
Bag or it looks like shrink wrap almost,
Maybe.
right?
I get sheet now. They rolled it out.
Yeah. Turned out to be a discarded mannequin.
So like the department store kind?
Like a mannequin. Like where you go for clothing. Who takes time to wrap a mannequin
Somebody
like
playing
that?
a cruel
Somebody
joke
playing a fucked
that
up
said, I'm going to fuck with the public.
Yep. Right? There's no other way around that.
Yeah, no, that
It's
was
the only way.
intentional.
Only thing we're gonna do. Fuck. So, said police in Shah Alam were summoned to the commercial area on Tuesday. This is a couple weeks ago. By bystanders reporting to seeing what appeared to be a human wrapped in plastic. They cordoned off the area and realized that it was just a mannequin.
Interesting.
Another one. Only this is a stateside. I'm going to go stateside on this. Georgia Woods. This one, you go.
Georgia Woods, is that the place?
In the woods in Georgia. You go like, come on. If you can't see it, I can blow it up. This one's this is somebody fucking around, right? Like, oh, I'm going to dress up a doll in like super slutty clothes and bring her out to the woods.
They just left her there and somebody found her?
I don't know. Talk about terrifying discovery. Sheriff's deputies in Georgia had a massive surprise this weekend when they were responding to a call.
I could see how that could look like a real person.
Absolutely.
From a distance. Absolutely.
Right? But I'm like, look at the outfit it's got on.
Hey,
somebody intentionally brought that thing out there looking like that.
Girls dress like that all the time, babe.
No, they dressed a mannequin like this.
It was somebody was like another, I'm going to fuck with the public in a more secluded area, but I'm still going to screw with people.
They got a call.
They got nothing else to do.
A woman's body had been found along a hiking trail. Only when they arrived, they found it was a life-size doll. This isn't even a mannequin. This is a doll.
Like a blow-up doll or
a sex doll. Any other?
That's a pretty good sex doll if that's a sex doll.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the new ones. Remember we watched that show where they were making the sex dolls AI?
Like a kid, like a 12-year-old kid found his divorced dad's sex doll?
No, because one of them we would have gotten the clothes from.
His divorced dad dressed the sex doll up?
Perhaps. I always see what you're saying.
I don't know. I know those things are expensive, but they nicknamed
Maybe they wore her out.
Selena.
So they wore her out, so they said, "Gotta get a new one. Let's do something fun with this one."
Come on.
I'm just saying.
Could you imagine wearing out a sex doll? Like, how much time does that take? Her name is Selena, by the way.
I'm sure there's people that probably could tell you how long that takes.
We don't need to know. I'm just thinking, like, what's up with sex dolls and what's up with mannequins and people just fucking with each other? I'm good with fucking with each other.
In a fun and wholesome way.
Yeah.
Maybe not trying to make everybody think there's dead bodies everywhere. Dead bodies everywhere.
Dead bodies. Bodies hit the floor. Bodies hit the floor. Fireman Rescue. This one's good.
Oh, you already know about it?
It's yours.
I know, but
nope. You gave me an insight into it.
So teenagers.
Oh, we haven't done a cheers tonight. God damn it. See, we need to get back in the rhythm of things.
Yes.
In the rhythm of the night. My iPad's gonna die.
So teenagers saved from drowning in frozen lake in nick of time. I'll play the video. Let me get it up here. So these firemen, let me go through the story first. They're calling it the right place at the right time rescue. So some firemen were in training and they were actually training for ice water retrieval.
Okay.
And they happened to notice these kids running across the lake. And apparently there were certain parts of the lake that were not stable.
I'm listening. We're not stable.
They were not, like, they were too thin. And less than 15 seconds, they broke the ice and fell inside.
Shit.
Let me see.
That's scary as fuck.
No, seriously. Where is the
If
video?
you grew up in like cold weather places, you know.
Oh, here it is.
But if you're too young and nobody's ever told you,
Well, here's the thing. When you look at it, oh, God
it
damn
looks thick, but still.
when you look at it from overhead, you could definitely tell, but you probably couldn't tell when you were
What's going on? You
it
plugged
just
in?
no, it's I was like, what is it doing? Trying to get rid of something. And every time I try to okay, there we go. Every time I try to get rid of it, it plays the ad. It goes with that something.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, see if that's the one. And then I'll start it.
Take a second to come up. There you go. Yep,
Okay.
that's it. That's the only thing that sucks about some of these pages we bring up.
So they were already practicing.
Oh, okay.
Those outfits they wear must
They're
keep
dry
them
suits.
pretty warm,
They're
right?
dry suits.
I mean,
Yeah, you
but
wear
you still feel the
clothes
cold
underneath
underneath it
Well,
though.
you wear clothes underneath them.
Just not wet when you get
You
out.
don't get wet at all.
They were
for your
practicing,
face
right?
right here.
So
Yeah.
they focus on this for a little while. Give it a second here, and it'll switch over. And that's when they begin noticing the kids. And it's kind of cool to watch how they do it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that when they start doing with the kids, you can definitely, looking from above, you can tell where the ice is thinner.
Okay.
But it was so thin as they were pulling them out. You'll see. Okay, so that's
cracks underneath them.
yeah. Well, the ice pieces were cracking and moving with them. That's how thin they were. So see those two? Those two dots?
Yeah.
Swimming to the end? Those are the kids that fell through the broken ice.
I'm looking. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's kind of hard to see.
Well,
Might have
it's
to post this. Oh, there they are. Okay. No.
yeah. So you can see
Those
that
are
the
the
ice is all
kids?
around. Yeah, those are the two kids.
Oh, Jesus.
Out in the middle of the
They're
lake.
Way out
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I mean, and the firemen happened to see them, and they show the rescue here in a second, but it's kind of cool that
They
they're
were
using a
just
drone.
lucky to be in the right.
They were
they had
lucky that they
fire.
got able to hold on to the edge, and the edge didn't break for them every time.
Yeah.
Um,
That's where you see like them grabbing like a kayak or some shit and just like pushing it out or whatever.
yeah, well, see, so when you look at it, you can see where the ice is really thick along the
Mhm.
edges, but
Yeah.
in that center, you can tell it's totally thin.
They're little kids.
No, they're teenagers.
They're still little kids.
Yeah.
They make dumb
So,
decisions. We see the firefighters walking up now.
yeah,
Huh. They got lucky, man.
they seriously did.
Drag their asses out.
They did, and they made it out safe. They were taken to the emergency room, obviously, and here, let me fast forward it a little bit if I can.
Use your mouse. Use the mouse pad instead of the screen.
Oh, so here we go. So they get to them, and the one guy gets over there, and even the firemen are breaking through the ice.
Yeah. Well, they're bigger, heavier dudes on top of that.
So I'm sure those kids were freaking the hell out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to die. It was
Doesn't
probably
take
coming out of their
long.
mouth.
Get hypothermia, man. You die. You die quick.
So they wrap them up in the rope.
Yep.
Or at least they wrap the.
Start dragging them across.
But I
They're
like
living on the edge.
the
is what
only thing
Craig
I
said.
know about this is that you try to just see how it's already breaking.
Yeah.
The other guy's now going to be in the water.
Yeah, but they're all roped off.
But flatten yourself out because it distributes your weight easier, but doesn't always mean it's going to work.
We've watched a lot of Bear Grylls. We know.
Well, exactly. But also I learned that on the day after tomorrow
Oh.
when that guy falls through the glass
Oh.
and his buddy's trying to rescue him and the glass is all
cuts
breaking.
the rope and he's
He
like,
just was
sorry,
like,
bro.
yeah.
Sorry, bro. You gotta go.
So so they were rescued. Again, I don't know that those kids will ever run across that lake again. I would hope not.
Probably. They'll try.
So that's when they knew they were on safer grounds. You could tell the guy on the left was like, all right, come on.
Good deal.
Yeah, it's crazy though. It's kind of cool to watch because you don't really get to see the whole thing like that because they don't usually have a drone because they're not usually practicing. With, when people fall in the water, they know
I
what
just
they're
put
doing.
two and two together. You said so they were over there practicing and these
They were
kids
doing a
fell
training.
downstream.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like they were showing that. I follow what you're saying.
No, they
now.
were
I'm
there
sorry.
to practice water rescues.
And they just happened to be in the right space. I thought those firefighters just happened to be like happened to see him. Gotcha.
No.
Holy
No,
shit.
they were just happened to be there, and somebody saw the kids run through and fall through the water, and they were like, "Oh, holy fuck! Now we don't get to practice anymore. Now it's
No,
real
it's
life."
real deal.
Yeah.
Yep, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, man. That's cool
So,
that they caught it.
yeah.
All right. So Alex Baldwin. We know he's being sued for however much by his family.
Apparently, the dogs are asking Alexa questions.
Alexa's going off downstairs.
She's having a whole conversation.
Either that or we have like a demon in our house.
We don't have a demon in our house.
So you got this video. The interesting
living on the edge.
The interesting part about Alex Baldwin is that it's like everybody knows the Rust lawsuit's going to be happening and stuff. Is that the family of the woman released a video, like a reenactment video, which is in full, it's like full CGI. And I'm not making fun of anything or anything like that. I sent it to you, Castro.
Well, huh?
I'm going to see if I can find it.
I got it.
I
have it right here.
Okay, good. Because I don't have the
just close this out.
But it was interesting. If you haven't seen the video, it looks like a video game.
Excuse me.
Like from 15 years ago, basically. Where they like the armor walks up, hands him a gun.
Are we just looking at the video, right?
The video. It'll be right at the top.
It is. The reenactment.
So let me know when it goes.
It's clocking right now. So
there's
keep
no
talking.
audio or anything like that with the video. But I was like, holy shit. And I mean, it goes even to the point of where they lay her down and all of this stuff. And I'm not.
So they're reenacting. So in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah. And I want to just
1.
see what you just blow it up full screen.
Okay, there it is. It is.
So it goes through, but it's creepy that it's weird. Right. And that's Alec Baldwin.
I mean, it does kind of look like him.
Right. And then it sits down and it pans around. And you're like, and then all of a sudden it just goes bang. Right. I don't know what to think of this like whole reenactment video. Like,
why did they do this?
I think to prove a point that he shot her.
But we already
everybody knows that whole thing, right?
And then they're laying. It is weird. It's almost like
it's like a
video game.
Yeah, it's like I can't think of the name of the video. Uncharted. Yeah, it's like an Uncharted game, right? And it's like that's interesting to put that video out there to try and put pressure. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
Did you say Alex or Alec?
Alec, or did I say Alex? Alec Baldwin.
Alec
Thank
Baldwin.
you. Sorry. Well, whatever. Alec. I fucking like the guy either way.
Ruben said the dogs downstairs are requesting the Pet Shop Boys. That was actually pretty good, Ruben.
Jesus.
And who let the dogs out? We sing that to them every day. Every morning I sing that to them every day.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers. So they give no explanation.
Like why they made a reenactment video. I mean, I understand if it's going to be like it admitted into evidence or something like that, but it was the family released the video. It's just a weird kind of thing.
The family released the video.
Yeah.
To make it more real, maybe for the jurors to be like, "Oh my gosh, this really." But that doesn't make it look real.
There's no jury
because it's a lawful. I mean,
they haven't even. They just filed the lawsuit, so I don't know.
So he didn't kill her on purpose, though. So what I'm thinking, they were supposed to be filming him shooting at somebody. I guess is why they were in front of him when he shot the gun.
It was her in front.
Well, it's her and a cameraman,
and then the dude behind her. So it went through her.
Right.
So they're trying.
But what I'm saying is, why did he shoot in that direction? Was it like he's supposed to be shooting at someone?
Camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. It was just a weird thing. If you guys saw it, I just figured I'd bring it up. I don't know that there's much to the story other than it's fucking kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think
it is weird. And I get, I mean, I'm going to keep my comments to myself.
What?
I get they lost their daughter and they're kindly, obviously pissed.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, I mean, what has to happen in order for him to be found? I guess
he's an executive producer. Not a lot has to be happen for him to be found guilty. So, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be guilty. Like at least his company. There's negligence.
But it's not. It should be covered by the production company and not.
He is the executive producer.
I know, but it should still. It shouldn't. It should come out of Alec Baldwin's production company pocket and not Alec Baldwin's pocket.
See, I don't know.
I bet you they tried to take it out of both because
he was born to be wild. I guess I don't know. Or Steppenwolf. I don't know. You guys, it's just an interesting video if you haven't seen it already.
Yeah.
So.
But
Go with that.
and Jessica said maybe like she said, I was thinking the same thing, Beth, gave more public support. But I feel like it's not public support you need because everybody already has their mind made up based off the story. But I don't know.
We don't know the answers to these things.
Maybe somebody just said, this is an opportunity for me to show my graphic design
Some fucking
skills. So let me solicit them. And if they say yes, fuck yeah, Friday.
like it's Lucasfilms.
Yeah. Or
Studio.
some no-name person who's trying to get his, foot in the door for the biz. He's like, I made this reenactment video and look how great it was. I don't think you want to use that on a resume, sir. Kind of a touchy subject.
I'm gonna save 7 and 8. Shamrock Shake and the McFlurry are coming back. All right. Shamrock Shakes. Have you ever had one? Have you ever had a Shamrock Shake?
I have not.
I've never either.
But I would, based
Ross
off.
Patterson made a whole remember like 5 years ago, he made the whole Shamrock Shake video and he just like was pouring them all over himself basically.
No, I didn't. I've never seen that. But based off this picture, I fucking absolutely would take. Let me show you the picture. Yeah.
Shamrock Shake.
So it's mint.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know it was mint.
St. Patty's Day, man.
Kicks off February 21st.
St. Patty's Day, the Shamrock Shake. Craig said they're delicious. So
have you had both, Craig?
So
Just the shake, or have you had the McFlurry too?
The McFlurry's new, you said, right?
Well, the McFlurry, I want to say, I think
she said the McFlurry was new.
Well, McDonald's first sold the Shamrock Shake in 1970, so it's been around forever.
Oh yeah.
Over the years, the burger chain has brought back the original as well as variations. You can turn off the picture, like the Shamrock Sundae in the 80s, a chocolate version in 2017, and the Oreo Shamrock McFlurry in 2020. So, but they didn't do them together before. I think this is the first time.
I've never had one.
I think you should get the shake and I should get the McFlurry. We each eat half and we share.
All right. We'll have to do that.
Unless it's
What
really
day?
good.
22nd?
21st.
21st?
Mhm.
That's right around the corner.
That is.
5 days from now.
That would make it
Wednesday?
Monday,
Monday?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I
Monday.
don't know.
Let's see. Yeah,
You're the one
Monday.
who knows all the days.
Monday.
So, all right, we're gonna have to try those out. So it's the first time they're doing the McFlurry. This is kind of a PSA to everybody. Like, we all need to get one of those and try it out. All right.
Hmm.
What are you reading?
Just Ruben said, Craig, whenever I read you say they are delicious, I just picture that scene in Super Troopers where Farva is covered in powdered sugar. That's hilarious.
Love you guys. You're so mean to each other. Can you bring up the other video? The other video I have. This one is just another fun kind of fact is don't get too comfortable in parks.
No, what this says is people are really fucking dumbasses.
Well,
well, it's
it's right at the top of the
I know,
top
it's
of the
clucking. It'll come in.
So
Give us the backstory.
we spoke this guy there this guy's name's Inder Bitson, number 1.
Bless you.
Exactly. Said he was happy to be okay. He was riding through the park and he was confused a bull for a cow as he's riding his bike.
What was the first thing I said to you when you told me that?
How the fuck do you not know it's a bull?
How do you not see the motherfucking horns?
I don't know if it had horns. Or maybe it had very short
Maybe they had
horns.
cut them already.
Maybe. This bitch is out in the middle
Maybe
of
they
nowhere.
do, because don't they cut them right before mating season
this
so they don't
wasn't
hurt
like
anybody?
in Texas. So
It's in Texas?
no, I said it wasn't.
Oh, it's still
So-
fucking. So hold on.
It's all about the dude getting smashed by this bull, and it's hilarious because he just kind of like goes riding up, and this bull just like
Well,
bang.
okay, so let's say you think it is a cow, right? And you're riding up, and you can clearly see once the video comes on.
Testicles.
Well, you can clearly see he's coming at you. Wouldn't you swerve?
I
Swerve.
think he kind of tries to stop.
You gotta. You might get a hill.
What is wrong with your computer?
Where do I begin? It was $300, so I'm going to start with that.
Budget, Greg.
It's $300.
That's always trying to be like, save some money, Greg.
not on
stop
your shit,
drinking
just
so
on my.
much.
You only save money on my shit, not your shit. It's I don't. Oh wait, something's happened. No.
What can you just like click off shit and like get it to work? We can literally do this with our phones faster. Like, let's just get rid of that piece of shit. I think I've said this like 10 times.
I'm not.
Using your iPad
I'm not,
would
I'm not
just be
fighting
way
you on
faster.
it. Yeah, maybe. What do I do with this? Sell it? on Marketplace for.
Ruben said it's been corrupted by all the nugget porn searches.
I don't watch porn on this
She uses her phone.
phone, so it's up close and personal and in my face.
That's why she's got that little pop socket.
I could be like, oh, wait, never mind.
Jesus Christ.
It's not Friday, and there's been no whiskey, so
she's just drinking Diet Coke.
Mm.
Anyway, okay, so Beth can't get this to work.
let me
What's going on with it?
let me try. It's just clocking. Let me try closing it out and going back to your email. This computer,
It's a Samsung Chromebook. I don't know what to do.
Samsung Chrome shit. Okay.
How do you feel about that, honey? Do we need to see somebody? Do you feel better?
Yeah, an Apple
swearing?
seller person, an Apple clerk.
I could get like 5 of those for that same fucking thing.
Yep.
And I could give those to
And none of those will work. And
children in Ethiopia that don't have anything better.
you can ship this one right off.
Nor do they have Wi-Fi.
Or I might just sell it. Be like, it's great.
Nah,
Brand
you're
fucking
not
new.
going to sell it. You don't do that stuff. You've never sold a goddamn thing
I
you
could
talk
do
about.
it on Marketplace. I'm
No, you
sure it's not hard. I've known
You'd be the person that gets like shot in the parking lot of
no,
Walmart.
you send me the Zelle, I'll mail it to you or something.
I just want to show people
I would love to let you show people this dumbass getting hit by a bull, but I mean, you are more than welcome to try your wiggly fingers on it and see if it works.
I've done that in the past. It's worked.
No.
All
okay,
right.
here.
No, we're not passing that thing around again. We're just going past it. Let's go to your story.
Why don't you post it after the show?
Okay, we'll do that. Dude gets smashed by a bull. It's fucking hilarious.
I mean, it probably would be a good laugh.
I'm over it. I'm past it. Now I'm on to Aaron Rodgers.
Nico said
and
that's bone phone.
Aaron Rodgers and Shailene Woodley. They're breaking up. They're donezo after less than 2 years.
But they literally just got engaged like 4 months ago.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but it's over. And we wanted to be the 900th channel to tell you that because you probably already read it on every other thing. But in podcast world, none of the podcasts I listen to have told you about that. So the power couple has called off their engagement after less than 2 years. 38-year-old MVP of the NFL, one-time MVP, and actress 30 have reportedly ended
How old is he?
ended things for good. 38.
Okay.
She's 30. I mean, they're both bajillionaires.
I'm pretty sure she has hairy armpits.
She's a girl that has hairy armpits.
I feel like because she's pretty hippie. Like she's pretty granola. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just
surprised they
saying.
lasted as long as they did.
I always
Simply
wonder.
because of his like I'm not getting the
vaccination.
shot. You know what
And
I mean?
she's a hippie, so she got the shot. Is that what you're thinking? Or
I think she's very. I don't
Excuse me,
know.
That's a big
I
burp.
think she's left, but she never came out and said anything against him. So I don't know.
She shouldn't. It's her boyfriend.
So the
Now
couple
she might,
started
but-
seeing each other after the quarterback split from Danica Patrick in 2020.
He dated Danica Patrick
For a long
She's
time.
way hotter than this chick. Just so you know, this chick was really pretty when she had long hair, and then she chopped it all
I think
off.
Danica Patrick's like 45 years old now.
She's still murdered. She's hot.
This
dude.
is a trade up.
It's a trade down.
I don't think so.
No, I'm pretty sure
I don't know.
Danica Patrick is hotter
Danica
than this
Patrick.
chick.
Jess said she's a dirty hippie. She
No,
might be a
this-
dirty
not
hippie, but
this
she's
chick.
a hot.
She's not.
Danica Patrick's not a dirty
No,
hippie.
this chick is a dirty. She's not that hot, dude.
She's not.
No,
Like I'm looking pictures here. She's not hot.
she's not ugly, but she's not Danica
You
Patrick.
kicking her
hot.
out of her bed.
Yeah, if it's between her and Danica Patrick, who do you think I'm going with? DP baby all the way.
DP.
Oh, not
you
even
be
that.
careful there, honey.
I know. I meant her initials, not deep penetration.
Jesus,
She's
that could go
pervs.
sideways real fast. So they got real serious, and now they're just gonna go do their own things. So you heard it here first. RPR is going to talk about this
This dude
tomorrow.
has dated some
Oh, he's dated everybody.
prime meat.
Yeah, he's-
Then he went down.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe it didn't
Can
work
we
with the two.
objectify women anymore, Beth?
Maybe it didn't
Some
work with the,
prime meat.
they're hot. I'm not embarrassed to call somebody hot.
No,
And
you
if
didn't call
somebody-
them hot. You called them prime meat.
I would call a dude prime meat too. I'm not leaving it to
Dear
just the
God.
You know what? Slow your roll, grandma.
Better get your
bitch.
LGBTQ card out.
I feel like maybe he dated the two hot ones and it didn't work out, so he went down a level thinking he might be able to keep her. And it didn't work out. Wow.
I don't know. He's made some prime dragons. Maybe he's laid some prime pipe. Or no, he hasn't. It's all a fucking front. And he just dates super hot girls, and he's just an asexual dude.
Yeah,
What's it called? A cisgender man?
I have no
When
idea.
they aren't into anything or they can't get anything,
I
but he
don't-
can get it all. He just doesn't know what to do when he gets it.
Never heard of that.
I don't understand. It doesn't matter. You do you.
All right.
So
Bye.
I just wanted to break that news to everybody. It's very sad.
Very sad. Very sad
Very,
day
very sad
in the
day
world of
in the
relationship,
world
Hollywood
of-
relationship.
of Hollywood relationships. Go out, check us out, or check out myfamilyseasoning.com.
It's not quite as big as Camilla and what's his name?
Camilla Parker. I don't know.
And no, not that English chick.
I don't
The
fucking know.
singer, Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes.
Yeah, I don't even know who the fuck they are.
They're singers. And they're both really cute.
I was like Justin Timberlake and
Oh,
no, Justin Bieber.
so
and
I
whatever
asked
it
that.
was.
I asked that question today. I was like, did anybody else think Eminem looked like Justin Timberlake when he came on stage initially? And like 4 people in the meeting went, totally thought it was
Really?
him. I was like, vindication.
Then he started.
Then he
going
started
all-
rapping. And I was like, yeah, that ain't no Justin Timberlake.
What did you think of the halftime show
I liked
with all
it.
the
It was
cars
fun.
and the
It's old
trucks
school.
and the-
I was enjoying the music more than the show. It was fun
But it
to
was
watch
just like
them.
listening to like an
It was fun to watch
like a
some of it.
jukebox, and I use that word, but like the digital one, like.
But
the
they
ones that
said
are on the
Dre
wall,
spent $7 million of his own money for that production.
because he's gonna get so much
Hype.
rebound on all of his music, and every one of those people,
Everybody's gonna start downloading all those old school.
and every one of those musicians who are up there are gonna be like throwing money in. You know, there's deals.
Yeah.
There was always side deals
Um,
made, right?
But I like the music and I watched some of it, but I mean I was busy shaking at the bar a little.
Every single 50-year-old was doing the exact same thing.
I'm pretty sure everybody of any age that has good taste in music
Nope.
was doing that same thing.
Because there are kids that have never even heard of those motherfuckers. Mary J. Blige, there are kids that have
So
never heard
apparently,
of Mary J. Blige.
She was not. Everybody thought maybe she was wearing like pantyhose under that, and I
She had
heard
tights on, I guess.
like it was a whole pant leg
Yeah,
thing,
yeah, yeah,
so
that's
it
what I
wasn't
heard, too.
actually her. So
So I don't
maybe
know.
she felt the same way. So she was like, "Well, let me still be sexy, but a little bit more secure."
It was good. I had fun watching.
I thought it was fun.
Everybody in the bar was bouncing up and down because everybody at the bar was 35 plus.
So, like I just said, anybody who's got great taste in classic rap music,
Classic rock music.
not rock,
You just
Ninny,
said classic rock music.
rap.
You said classic rock.
I said rap.
It's all recorded, honey.
Okay, go back and listen to
I'm
it, and then
going
come
to.
back to me and be like, "Babe, you were right."
I can literally just hit
always.
play on my phone and we can listen to it right here. Stop it.
I'm not scared.
Badass self. Go out to myfamilyseasonings.com. Check them out. The other ones are on the floor right now because I accidentally knocked them off 5 seconds before.
I can't believe you didn't get up and get them.
But you can find them. We've done a bunch of their different seasonings. You can use the discount code Good Gravy
Oh, good
to
gravy.
get 20% off. And their stuff legitimately is awesome. With their seasonings, you only need a little bit. Like this bag will last you a shit ton. And if you haven't seen the bag, go out to myfamilyseasonings.com. You can find them. Good friends. They'll hook you up. Just use the discount code. They'll know exactly where you came from. So go do that and enjoy it. They've got all sorts of different seasonings for fish and what else they got?
Pork and chicken and seafood and hamburger and meatloaf.
They should make a seasoning. You know how we have beer season, beer salt in Texas? Beer salt is a thing here
Beer
in
salt's
Texas.
well, it's different. It's not a beer
They
salt because
use
beer
like
salt
this
was big.
red shit around
Beer
it.
salt was
They should
big in
make one of
Phoenix too.
those.
But this is like chamoya or something like that.
Chimway.
Chamoy.
Chamoy.
Chamoya, I think it's what
Chamoya.
it says.
I don't like that one. I just like a little bit of.
you like the lemon and
seasoning.
salt.
Yeah. That would be good.
Remember you used to buy that in Phoenix in the
Mhm.
shaker can.
Yeah.
You would put that in your beer.
Here they'll do like one of each. And they're like, do you want it dressed? And I'm like, first time I ever heard, do you want your beer dressed? I was like, what in the fuck are they talking about? That's a Texas thing. Dressed. I don't know. So
Yeah, it goes way beyond just it's like the seasoning and the lemon.
we need
and,
to petition
Mm.
them to
What?
do a little
You
seasoning.
guys like my new stand?
Oh yeah.
My friend Celine gave it to me. She knows I love hearts and it's all heart shaped.
And then you can always go out to the Modern
How old is
Mountaineers
she?
place and get a shirt. if you want.
Okay, so I'm
What?
So, Ruben said Mary J. Blige is way too old to be out there shaking in that outfit she chose. I'm gonna say, I just looked up her age. She's a fucking year younger than me. So no, she's not too fucking old, Ruben.
I mean, is she not?
She's not.
She making bank. I don't care. You got to pay a raise. I'm good with that. Like, you make that money, girl.
Those are good.
As long as you come home.
Like you come home with that money. Bring that bacon home, bitch.
Ooh,
So yeah,
fucked up. You
she's
need to
not
send
that old.
something.
She's 51
You need to
years
text
old.
Beth and be like, I'm sorry.
Oh, she's born a year and a day after me. Her birthday's January 11th.
So that makes her
51.
Just 50.
51.
Just 51. Just over 51 now.
So negative, Ghost Rider. It's funny though.
Hey, Jess goes, I saw Cher.
Yep.
But we all know Cher.
She has a great body. You can get your boobs done and your ass lifted, but you still have to work hard for the abs and the muscles.
I could turn back time. Like that.
That was
It's
horrible.
as good as it gets out of me. So, but everybody knew what I was talking about.
Well, of course, because she's.
I'm never drinking again. We're going to save 12. This little fun story coming up here is just a little local story out of a little community in New Hampshire that I just wanted to share with all you guys because you probably won't notice it. Yeah, you'll just probably not see this one. But the funny part is, so I grew up in Hampton, New Hampshire, which a lot of people know. It's 12 miles of beach along the New Hampshire seacoast.
Mm-hmm.
This little area is called Rye, New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm.
And a little school called the Rye Riptides.
Yep.
Little group out of a middle school there. Sent this boat out in 2018. They put this boat out in the water. And it's literally that big. Unmanned. It had a little sail on it and stuff like that.
I wonder, like, it survived storms and shit?
Everything. And it just kept floating and floating. It's got barnacles all over it. But
So, did it have a sail?
it had a sail when it left, right? And you figure it's going across the North Atlantic because New Hampshire.
Did they have a note with it that said this came?
Stuff's written on the boat, right?
It's really kind of cool.
That can place that thing back,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's a lot of foam and stuff like that. So they it turned up in Norway. It had traveled. Hang on a second. It had traveled. Fucking goddamn it! Where is this thing? 400. It had been at sea for 462 days, and it traveled 8,000 nautical miles.
How can it only have been 460? It left in 18 and it's 22.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I misspoke. October 2025. It was supposed to leave in 18 because the pandemic or things happened.
Okay.
Like everything pushed
In
everything.
2025.
I don't know.
You mean October 2020?
October 25th of 2020.
I say you said October 2025 a minute ago.
I just
October
need to slow down. I'm trying to read.
2020.
A mini boat built by fifth graders took to the
Makes sense.
seas on October 25th, 2020. Right. It's literally, that boat was 5.5 feet long, and that's how much is left.
Now these are kids in Norway.
These are
take it.
people that found it in Norway.
Okay.
Right. So pretty cool, like a little
But it
tiny
doesn't tell you what's written on the boat.
elementary
anywhere.
school. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. It says Rye Riptides on the boat.
Sorry,
It's-
you can't. It's
so
just-
I'll share this
Okay.
shot out
Yeah.
afterwards. But it's just kind of cool. And every one of the kids made a little sticker for it, like on the back end of it towards the
cool.
left side of the screen. So nonetheless,
That's cute.
kind of a cool little thing.
Yeah, and it's kind
wanna
of cool
share it?
for the kid who actually sent the boat. I know it's one of many, but this one went far.
Well, no, it was the class.
Oh,
that
built the
sent
whole
it.
boat.
Yeah, they
Oh,
put it
okay.
all together.
I
and
thought you were saying
designed
they
it.
all sent a boat out.
So nonetheless, it's kind of a cool thing. I hope your kids get to do something like that. If you live anywhere and you do something like that, as New Hampshire's, like I said, a very small seacoast community.
Did we talk about? We might have talked about Into the Cold ending. I think we did.
Did we talk about Into the Cold ending?
I think we said
we
it
did.
ended like it was not expected
talked about
whatsoever.
it.
We were
We
like,
did.
holy
As
shit!
you remember, yeah, as you mind it.
What are you watching? You're
remember.
watching something new though.
Inventing Anna. All right. So I don't think this is a chick flick. It's kind of it's a weird story on Netflix. And I'm not going in a chick flick because of any other reason than it's very like fashionable kind of like stuff. They talk about a lot of that shit because it takes place in New York City, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's literally this girl named Anna Sorokin.
Is that the actress or the real girl?
That's the real girl.
Okay.
Is a Russian-born German convicted fraudster. Between 2013 and 17, while living in the U.S., she pretended to be a wealthy German heiress.
13 to 17?
2013.
So for 4 fucking years.
4 fucking years.
Wow.
Under the name Anna Delvey, she was finally arrested in 17 after allegedly defrauding banks, hotels, and acquaintances of.
I mean, you think I've done this for 2 years and I haven't gotten caught? I should probably stop. Well, I'm ahead.
This is the girl
already a multimillionaire.
Screen, and she pulled up in like, okay, so there's a couple things about the show that you're like, you start out hearing her. Oh, and it's the girl from Ozark, the blonde girl, the super curly. You haven't seen her. No, super curly girl, trailer trash girl.
Is she really trailer trash in Ozark? Is that what you call her?
Yeah.
Okay.
She lives in trailers and stuff like that. But this girl, she plays this girl, right? And you're like, she's got this weird accent. And I read an article and people were like, you're either going to get it or you're going to fucking hate it. Right? Okay. But the story behind it is, Ruth, thank you, Ruben, is the story behind it is interesting because she fucking pulls this shit off and everybody wants to be her friend. It's one of those situations where
she's so cool.
She's such a good
She's so cool.
liar, and
she probably, here's the thing, she probably believed her own lies. That why it was so easy to get people to like jump on board with shit.
And there's also kind of like a 50-50 story about it.
Because usually like serial liars, there's a better name for that, but they believe their own lies.
So the other half of the show, and I haven't made it to the end, so I'm not going to give anything away. The other half of the show is like about this reporter that kind of breaks the story, and she's going in and digging in and finding all the lies about her and everything.
Right.
Like uncovering all this shit. It is pretty interesting in that aspect. Some of it you're going to be like, fuck this. But I kind of been like, huh.
You were like trying to figure out if you think I would like it.
I'm trying to figure out if I even want to talk about this in public that I've watched this show. So, but
it was probably in the top 10, right?
Oh yeah, it's like number 1 or 2.
Yeah, so you're not the only male watching it, babe.
I don't know. Go check it out. If you want to watch something that's a little different, let us know what you think about the accent.
So last night we started watching
Hellbound.
We started it a while back.
I fell asleep during the first.
You start this first one, and we were looking for something for us to start together. And somebody had reminded us of that show. Scared to Death, because they had just started it earlier this month.
Yeah.
And I was kind of iffy at first. The second episode was so much better than the first.
Dude, that lady gets her ass.
Oh,
literally.
There was a lot of building in the first one, which makes sense. But I'm glad they didn't continue to drag it out so
weird.
long.
It's creepy.
You have to pay attention.
It's very. Is it Japanese or Korean?
Yes, I don't know. It's Asian. It's very Asian.
Yeah, one or the other, man.
And but the demons, like, woof. I mean,
if that's how you go to
they're
hell,
like the Incredible Hulk from hell.
Yeah, literally, and then they blast you.
And what it is this cult is trying to make people God-fearing again. But we don't know anything else other than that. I feel like there's so many layers.
It's called hell
to this that I told you yesterday. I was like, I bet, and you thought some of my theories were ridiculous, but that's okay.
Who knows? It's a fucking TV show. You can make whatever you want.
But it was good. So we'll keep letting you guys know about that. But if you start to watch it, make your way through episode 1 and it gets better.
Agreed. What you feel good tonight, honey?
A puppy, watch me not be able to play this fucker either, who was saved. Here, let me play the video.
Okay, just get it playing, honey. Kill everything else on your computer.
Turn it on.
Right. There we go.
Come on.
So that's not part of it.
That guy is part of it.
What's he doing?
So he is
Just standing there, or can you?
No, he's climbing. They're showing some of the things. He's an adventurist. He's a Hawaiian adventurist.
Is it actually working on your side?
No, I don't know what this computer.
Kill all the other apps.
Other stories, you mean?
Shut them down. Come on, man. Okay, we're really gonna have to fix this. Refresh. That's it. You're getting a new computer this weekend.
Okay. So
I'm done with this bullshit.
I'm kind of over it too, but I say we wait till next payday. Ads on. So the ad is working.
Oh, look. Like they know where we live.
Okay. So, and I can't fast forward it, of course. I love that they don't give the skip the ad option like most of them do. Anyway, so this guy is a adventurist, and he got a phone call from a 6-year. So these are some of the places he's done. It's on. He got a phone call from a kid who needed help. His dog ran off chasing a wild boar.
Okay.
And fell down. The guy first said a ravine. He fell down a ravine, and I can't reach him. It's too deep. And so the guy traveled 100 miles and then hiked half a mile into the, like, I don't want to call it jungle, but
it's Hawaii.
The jungles of Hawaii. And the dog was actually in a volcano tube. So
a lava tube.
Lava tube. Thank you. Not volcano tube, but lava tube. But it'll show you here. The dog's super cute. He goes down. He rappels 25 feet.
Okay. Why'd they call this guy, not somebody like 5 miles away?
I don't know, babe. It's just a good story. Don't poke holes in it.
I'm just kind of taking my dog down there. I'd be like, I'm down.
Well, he's already been down there for 2 days. Maybe he couldn't find help, and this was the guy's third option, and this guy did it.
Okay.
So he sees the dog. First, he was worried that maybe the boar would be down there. Like if he was chasing the boar, did the boar? But I bet he was trying to cut the boar off. But look how cute that puppy is. Okay. So he gets him. They show him here in a second. Yeah. He starts rappelling back up with him.
That's awesome.
And then they get to a point where they just tie it to a safety harness and pull him up. And that's it. That was the video.
Is that the guy or is that
the guy
interviewing?
The guy with the hat. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I thought that was sweet.
It's great. Great news.
That's great. Good.
My feel good is I'm grateful for everybody that showed up this weekend. Of course, I always have the little throwback there. We had a fucking amazing time. Loved meeting everybody, seeing everybody, like meeting people in person. Mm-hmm. Right. So thank you all for doing that.
So we should talk, though, about moving the show. Some of the feedback we got was moving the show up an hour.
Like to 8 o'clock.
To 8 o'clock.
To make it easier on some people.
Well, a lot of people on the East Coast, this is already 10 o'clock.
I know.
So I was thinking, I was like, well, we did it so that we could hit California and Phoenix people, but not that many people California and Phoenix. We get mostly people from the East Coast, so maybe we should seriously.
So if you guys have a position on that, let us know. We try and do an evening show because the days are busy and stuff like that. Plus, we work full time, obviously, and we always need a little bit of time. But if you have a perspective on it, let us know.
I'm not going back to Saturdays though.
No, we're sticking to the Wednesdays, Fridays. And then we've talked about, like, I've talked about doing maybe like a Monday or something like that.
And I said what?
No, not with you.
Oh, okay. Phew, because I said I'm not adding another show, babe.
So, we can figure it out. But yeah, if you guys like something a little bit different, let us know. It really was cool to.
Oh, just so she could still do an hour earlier. She's our truest West Coast follower.
This is true. Yep. So. All right. Today in history. 1923, archaeologist opens the tomb of King Tut, and then they all die because of the curse of King Tut. So we're going to leave that at that. So go hit the like and subscribe button.
They didn't really all die.
No, they all got sick from other weird things that
from the tomb,
which is why the curse of
King Tut. It wasn't the actual curse. It was germs.
Common. Yeah, germs. Exactly. So go hit the like and subscribe button out on YouTube. We'll have another, of course, we'll be back on Friday with Beth's whiskey review. Thanks to all the military, first responders. Without you guys, we can't do this. Please, all you guys. Ian, come get a beer someday. Got a new puppy over there. I understand. Evan Haley, we miss you. Cheers. We love you guys.
Love you guys.
It was awesome seeing everybody, and we'll catch you.
Enjoy the rest of your week.
Friday.
See you Friday.